Greetings of the day. What you're about to witness is something simple, a small fragment of my curiosity. It's a prototype I built to solve a personal frustration. AI conversations lose context the moment we think in branches or loops. And I suspect AI system to system conversations suffer from the same fragility too. And while most people think in terms of features, for some reason my curiosity tends to drift towards systems. So, this was my way of exploring what that next layer might feel like. Here's the core issue: AI chats today behave like a straight line, single path. The moment you explore a detour or return to an early idea, the context simply fades, mixes, or gets lost. Even tools that branch simply create a brand new chat window. Nothing preserves reasoning inside one unified space. So you lose the coherence. I wondered, what if you could capture the exact state of conversation without injecting the entire context back into the thread? Just enough summaries, no giant recaps, no token stuffing, just a clean, non diluting snapshot. So here's the simple prototype that I built. And right now you can see all the different fields that are required to kind of start the chat. It is by default powered by OpenAI, but I wanted to explore more options, with another LLM provider. For example, Perplexity. With the demo, you get 10 messages which you can try. But if you plug in your own API key, it is unlimited. You can use as much as you can. With anything other than OpenAI, BYOK is the mandatory option. You just plug in your key and get started by using it. So here is the option. Let's select a default option. I'm selecting the mode, the demo mode. I'm gonna ask a question right here, and I'm typing a question WhatsApp, and I'm kind of selecting a disclaimer. Of course, I want to prove that I'm not a robot, and then I'm going to start the chat, and it's starting. So right now, here is the window. You see those highlighted. That is where you kind of register how many detours, and that fork branch, that is basically where you kind of branch out to a different conversation. So let's try it. Let me ask it a random question. By the way, it is like being powered by OpenAI in the default mode. I am asking for something which I will test in the terms of context. So 100 words of anything of OpenAI ChatGPT's choice. So now I'm gonna think about something else. Let me branch out. So I'm gonna click on that fork branch, and where I wanted to get an option to kind of label it as a bookmark. If you don't label it, I wanted to have a default name. So that's what I did, and future would allow many different providers to kind of be used for different branched conversations. Right now it is only OpenAI. So let's keep it to OpenAI and continue. Okay, so I'm branching out. See that detour, it says it's from the detour, and you get that return button. That blue tint says that it has been summarized by the LLM itself. So the huge chunk of answer which was there, it is not entirely here. It's just the context, just to kind of keep the thought in the back burner. I'm asking another question here, 100 words on space exploration, just to kind of prove the branching logic. Now I am returning back. See right there, it's just kind of a summary back from the detour. Now I'm gonna ask what I have been discussing. Normally it would tell you everything you've been discussing in the chat, mixed topics, but right now when I ask what I have been discussing, so this is only taking the context of your main chat. It is not diluting with the side detour that you did. And the good news, on the top left you see the numbers of detours created. So it shows you the number of branches you took. Even better, when you if you click on it, it shows you can actually click on the detour, go to that chat and see what you were talking about, and then go back, and then maybe continue with your own main conversation, the main thought that you had, not the branches. Let me start another branch. I want to kind of now talk about cars and bikes. So the basic motive is that I want to kind of see the context dilution and context preservation. Again, kind of summarized by LLM. I don't want to kind of carry the entire thing. So just enough context, just enough summary if I need it for whatever reason. And I'm gonna ask any random question: which came first, cars or bikes? Okay. So let's see. Okay. Oh yeah. All right. All right, so it says you have reached the demo limit of 10 messages because it is a default version which is running on OpenAI from uh, a shared key, so that is why you get that. But you still can, you see that you can still go through the bookmarks, come back, navigate without kind of going through anything, still maintaining the chat context within each window, the main and the detour. So that's pretty much it. If you want to try it yourself, the demo link is at the end for anyone who's curious. And again, it's not product, just vision, one embodiment of a bigger patent pending system.